Welcome to Cosmic Compass, where we journey across the vast frontier of space, exploring stories that reveal the wonders and the struggles of our universe. Today, let's return to Mars, a world of endless dust and silent horizons, to follow the enduring footsteps of the Opportunity rover. What began as a 90-day mission stretched into years of discovery, but survival on the red planet was never guaranteed. Sand dunes, mechanical failures, and planet-wide storms all stood in its way. Together, let's uncover how this little machine defied the odds, pushing further and lasting longer than anyone dared to imagine. Once again, we return to Mars to follow the lonely journey of the Opportunity rover. But this time its survival hangs in the balance. After more than a decade of exploring the red planet, a planet-wide dust storm cut off its lifeline to Earth. Its solar panels were smothered in fine Martian dust, leaving its batteries empty. NASA initially waited 45 days, hoping Martian winds would sweep the panels clean. That time came and went. Then they extended the wait into January, clinging to the possibility that the rover might awaken. As we revisit Opportunity's story, let's remember that this little explorer was never supposed to last more than 90 days. Yet here we are, still retracing its footsteps years later. In our last chapter, Opportunity had left Eagle Crater, where it first touched down, and was making its way toward a new destination, Erebus Crater. The path was anything but easy. From its position near the rim of Endurance Crater, the rover needed to travel nearly 5 kilometers across unforgiving dunes. At one point, it became trapped for weeks in a treacherous sand pit, later named Purgatory Dune. Imagine the tension at Mission Control, watching helplessly from millions of kilometers away as their rover sat immobilized. But Opportunity broke free, and as it pressed on, engineers upgraded its onboard software. The new code could recognize when its wheels were slipping dangerously and automatically halt, preventing another long entrapment. With this safeguard in place, the rover carried on toward Erebus, driven by its mission to seek signs of water. By Sol 550 of its mission in October 2005, Opportunity was closing in on Erebus. This crater was ancient and heavily eroded, so shallow that from ground level it barely looked like a crater at all. Only from orbit did its circular form become obvious, stretching 350 meters across, twice the size of Endurance. Controllers named the exposed rock along its rim the Erebus Highway. To us, it looked like a broken, weathered landscape, but to Opportunity, it was a treasure. These outcrops offered a direct view into Mars's past, a chance to study rock layers that might hold the fingerprints of water. The rover used its rock abrasion tool to grind small circles into the stone. Then, with its microscopic imager, it examined the textures and mineral grains, comparing them to see which ones hinted at aqueous processes. Every mark it left was like a signature evidence of a robot carefully reading the planet's geological diary. But Erebus was not without danger. The crater floor was littered with soft dunes, easy to sink into. Opportunity never descended inside. Instead, it skirted the rim, cautious not to repeat the ordeal at Purgatory Dune. Even with the new software, there were tense moments. At one point, its wheels began slipping again, sinking into soft sand. Thankfully, the rover recognized the problem and stopped saving itself from weeks of being stuck. This highlights a crucial fact. Opportunity wasn't driven in real time like a remote-controlled car. Mars is simply too far away. Depending on the positions of the planets, signals could take anywhere from 6 to 40 minutes to travel between Earth and Mars. Instead, Mission Control uploaded driving commands, then waited for images to confirm how far the rover had moved. It was a slow, deliberate dance between Earth and Mars, and with each command, the rover proved itself resourceful. Around this time, Opportunity also partnered with the European Space Agency's Mars Express orbiter. Mars Express could scan the surface from above, mapping minerals and searching for water-bearing deposits. Yet orbital data alone was limited. It couldn't physically touch the rocks. That's where opportunity came in. On the ground, it could grind test and confirm whether orbital observations matched reality. Together, the two spacecraft became complementary detectives, sharpening humanity's understanding of the Martian surface. While circling Erebus Opportunity witnessed another wonder, the tiny Martian moon Phobos transiting across the Sun. From Mars, it looked like a miniature eclipse, an astronomical event captured by a robot on another world. But Mars was not always so generous. Soon after, a powerful dust storm rolled across the plains, dimming the skies and blanketing Opportunity in grit. Its cameras recorded the change. Once clear horizons grew murky as airborne particles thickened. Dust settled onto the solar panels, choking off its energy supply. Yet here Mars revealed one of its strange quirks. From time to time, winds and dust devils sweep the planet, unexpectedly cleaning the rover's panels. Engineers called these moments cleaning events. Thanks to them, Opportunity survived far longer than anyone had imagined. Without such random gusts, the mission would have ended years earlier. But survival came at a cost. After months near Erebus, Opportunity began to suffer mechanical wear. Its robotic arm, so essential for close-up studies, suddenly jammed. Engineers traced the problem to a broken wire. The motor still worked if they applied extra current, but it wasn't reliable. To preserve what remained, they stored the arm in a special hoverstow position, partly folded, but still usable if needed. It wasn't perfect, but it kept the tool functional. Then came problems with the heaters in the arm's motors. Normally, a thermostat prevented overheating, but as Martian winter approached, energy grew scarce. To save power, engineers disconnected the heaters at night. That decision carried risks. Without consistent warmth, the motors faced greater stress from extreme day-night temperature swings. Eventually, one of the motors stalled completely. As a last resort, controllers pulsed higher currents through it, coaxing it back to life. It was a delicate balancing act, like nursing an aging explorer through yet another trial. By February 2006, Sol 744 Opportunity had reached the Payson Outcrop along Erebus's rim. This location displayed finely layered rocks, likely shaped by both wind and water. Each layer was a page from Mars's geological story, telling of processes that stretched back billions of years. By Sol 766, the rover left Erebus behind. Ahead lay an even greater destination, Victoria Crater, the largest and most spectacular site yet. To get there, Opportunity had to cross vast rippling dunes, unlike anything we find on Earth. Sometimes it followed exposed bedrock to make the journey safer. Other times it risked soft ground. At one point, it became trapped again in a dune named Jammerbucht, the Bay of Lamentation. It took 4 days of careful manoeuvring to escape. But slowly, step by step, the rover pressed on. Nearly 200 Martian days after leaving Erebus, Opportunity arrived at Victoria Crater. The site was breathtaking. Towering cliffs ringed the crater, while steep slopes and sweeping dunes filled its centre. It was vast, rugged, and beautiful, a worthy prize after so much struggle. Standing on the rim, the rover had earned its reward. For years, it had endured sand traps, dust storms, mechanical failures, and the relentless cold of Mars. Yet, here it was, gazing across a landscape no human had ever seen in person. We can imagine what the mission team felt: awe, relief, and pride. Victoria wasn't just another waypoint. It was a symbol of resilience. And that is where we leave Opportunity for now, at the edge of Victoria Crater. But this is not the end of its story. In the episodes ahead, the rover will continue to face new challenges, new discoveries, and eventually the silence of its final day. For us, it remains a reminder of what persistence can achieve. A machine built for 90 days, endured for more than 15 years, rewriting the story of Mars along the way. The cosmos never fails to surprise us. So what other hidden stories are waiting out there? If you have a question you'd like us to explore, leave it in the comments. Your curiosity might guide our next journey. And if you enjoyed this adventure, join us again here on Cosmic Compass, where together we navigate the wonders of the universe. Opportunity's story is more than a tale of technology. It's a testament to resilience. Against storms, freezing nights, and countless hazards, the rover carried our curiosity across a distant world. Its journey reminds us that even the smallest explorers can achieve the greatest feats, but this is only one chapter in the grand narrative of the cosmos. Mars still holds mysteries, and so does the wider universe. If you enjoyed this adventure, subscribe to Cosmic Compass and share your questions in the comments. Who knows, your curiosity may shape our next voyage. Until then, keep looking up. The universe is waiting.